talk here a little bit about how I'm going to mount the fuel tank. So what I've got is, you can see those two, that piece there, and I've got another one here. They're actually don't have those epoxied in yet. I would have yesterday, but when I was epoxying little pieces, I ran out of the mix. So I've got those two, and I'll show the platform that will sit down on here. And then I have this outer member sitting on top, and I'll show you what those are for. Those actually they'll help keep the tank secure side to side. And those are epoxied in. And so what I have here is, this is the platform that I made. It's upside down. I just epoxied this up. Still going to encapsulate all of this, but and so you can see the three legs there. And what I'll do is I'll set it in the boat and show you what it looks like here in a second. And one thing also, these four pieces that are put on there, that's actually, I'll show you how it works here in a minute, but I put those on to make this a little thicker, because the straps that I have to secure the tank, they screw into those pieces. So there is that platform basically put in, and you can see how it's setting on those two side pieces that are glued and epoxied into the inside of the stringers. And if you wonder why I have so many screws, I don't have it screwed down yet, but I had to kind of rethink my plan, and so what I was going to originally do, I had to change my plan, because my intent is, you can see I've got an angle piece here, and you see this gap. My exhaust hoses are going to go through there and right through there. And when I first was working on this platform before, I had support braces going across this way in three areas, and then I realized, wait, I needed room for my exhaust hoses, so I had to totally redo what I was doing. So, but anyway, that's what it looks like right now. Again, I don't have these fixed permanently, obviously, those two pieces on the inside of the stringers, but I will do that, obviously. And I'll show you what it looks like with the tank on here in a second. So here's what it looks like with the tank sitting on there, and you can see these mounting straps, and then there's this closed cell foam. I think it's neoprene. These mounting straps are metal, but they're pretty flexible. You can bend them like that to contour them as needed for mounting your tank, and you can use them for several different tank styles, not just this one. So that's a kit I got. This is a molar tank, and so this is a molar mounting kit, and then I got these rubberized straps, because you want to allow for a 3% expansion of the tank with fuel in it and over temperature and things. So when I tighten these down, they will not be totally tight. And then so the way this works is, you can see these straps will go down. Remember those four pieces I talked about before. So there are screws that you screw these in on both sides. And then what you do is you just tighten this just so it's snug. And then, so you can see my plan here, these are those pieces I mentioned are on the top. And so the tank sits flush with the top of the stringer. That's how I did it, or this platform does. And then I left a little gap. This foam, or this foam padding is a 1/4 inch thick, so I left a little gap there. And my intent is actually, I was going to use multiple straps like this, or these thin pads to go into the tank, but I found 6x6, the same material, but 6x6 pieces of pack of 10. So I'm going to basically make a platform of that padding for the tank to sit on, and I will have these edges flap up like this, because what that does is it wedges the tank in nicely, so it'll hold it side to side nice and secure. And then I wanted to have center braces, and I showed just a minute ago what this platform looks like upside down with those center braces, because this is a 19-gallon tank. When you get, I probably won't ever totally fill it, but 19 gallons times roughly 8 pounds per gallon, that's whatever that is, 160-ish pounds, 50, 60 pounds of weight. So that's a fair amount of weight here, and I did not want to have didn't want to have it where it was just secure in the outside, held on the outside, because that's 26 inches across there. So anyway, that is how I'm going to do it. I'll show later once I get this all mounted. It'll be a little while before I get to that point, because I still have to mount the rudder and the strut and things, and I want this out of the way when I'm doing all that work. So I've got a fair amount of work to do back in here. And I'm also I've got structural work back behind the tank to do for my pylon. So, but once I get that done, I'll do a part 2 of this gas tank video. It's my intent anyway, and to show what it looks like all secured in there.